Bra-
Playhouse.
yeah.
Can you just tell them what it is again, please?
31st of March, Nottingham Playhouse.
Be there.
Be there.
Yeah.
No, oh.
Okay, this is the poem I've written. It goes like this. At this very moment, you could be cradling a 3-month, 11-day-old child in your arms, who has your big ears, but you're cradling the waist of a native of your homeland who speaks your tongue and knows all of its idioms. This is what I couldn't compete with, just as well I miscarried. He or she began to detach behind the tills of a McDonald's counter. I acquiesced to the fate of this being because fatherless was not a status I was prepared to label my child with. I lay drinking the depths of my bedroom in the cemetery that is the night, yearning for the shoots that are hairs on your legs to stimulate nerves in mine and remind me that you did exist, that you did share my bed, and that on a stereotypical British winter night when a prison bar coloured sky relented and bent a line for the prisoner it held to be released from its profit purpose grip and droplets we have labelled as rain rather than release you. A cracked school window eager for men in a fervent manner cured my xenophobia. You could be cradling a 3-month, 11-day-old child whose radiant face you permit a tear to never drip, but you're cradling the face of a woman who the opportunity to be a mother did not end in tainted blood-drenched sheets. The first pregnancy scare we had together. Abortion was a word that travelled the drought-barren land of your mouth. What could not survive as the expression of my face did not permit the rains to come and end the drought in your mouth dead. From the thought of what could lay ahead, we lay arm to arm on my nightly resting place. Your hands, my eyes convince me, are shaking as they uncover my stomach under the roof of my t-shirt. You place your palm and each fingertip over where a life may be forming, and muscles in your mouth flutter like a stray crisp packet into a smile, but now more muscles stand to attention and the flutter of the crisp packet becomes a crunch crushed and a frown descends upon the contours of your lips. My eyes motivate your brain to send the appropriate messages so that you remove your hand from my muddy soul-coloured skin. This scare I did not heed as a warning. You could be cradling a 3-month, 11-day-old child whose speech will soon develop so that the gurgling orchestra that plays from his or her lips play the word daddy to the welcome mat that awaits in the depths of your eardrums. But you're cradling the child of the woman who I know you always have and always will be in love with. She was the first to immigrate to your heart without the need to pass a citizenship test, whereas I, through thoughts of my own, remained in the detention centre awaiting deportation. And now your child, who could have been, is now a reoccurring relentless being who hacks at my brain when my eyelids are shut, when my elbows roll back to stare at the brain that is housed in the skull that you grazed your lips with.